next journey takes us to Jupiter, and it's kind of the same story as Earth. Jupiter's sounds are recorded by a spacecraft like Juno, which uses a wave instrument to detect radio emissions and plasma waves from its auroras and magnetosphere. The frequencies are then downshifted, I guess in kind of like a frequency shifter, because the frequency signal is so high it's not in human audible range. But once it is, Jupiter sounds kind of eerie. So I'm gonna try and turn this into something nice. But yeah, come along for the journey and let's sound design this thing.
Okay, so I'm not going to lie, the recording for Jupiter was a little bit hard to turn into something pleasant. So I'm going to show you what I did here real quick, and then we're going to dive into this preset that we're going to be working on. And so, of course, here is the original recording of Jupiter that we got. Yeah, because we just flew up into space, remember, in that rocket ship. We flew up there, don't question it, no questions asked, okay? We just know that we went there and we recorded. But anyways, here is the original recording. I tried to throw this bad boy inside a faceplant and just try and make some kind of synth out of it, but it turned out to be very, very hard because of all the noise in the background. And so I figured, well, I'll take this intro part of the sample and make a pluck out of it, which I can then import into faceplant. So I'm going to show you my process real quick for that, and then we're going to dive into the preset. But it basically, go ahead and get rid of that. That's not really doing anything. Go ahead and group these effects. Without the processing over this sample that I got from the original recording, it sounds like that. And honestly, that sounds way better than what I was expecting. The effects might have just ruined this sound, but you know what? Here is what it sounds without the recording, or without the with the effects. Here's what it sounds like with the effects. Very distorted pluck. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think I like this a whole lot better than this. So I'm gonna change things up right now. Actually, I'm gonna export this. I'm gonna consolidate this. That sounds so much better. I'm gonna just export that. Sorry, just give me a few seconds here. Okay, so I was originally going to import this, but it's way too much distortion, and this is a little bit softer. I mean, it still might sound a little weird, but yeah, let's go ahead and open up our faceplant. And I already have some MIDI laid out here, so we're just going to open this thing up and find our sample for the generator. I'm going to click on sampler and have it inside of a sampler. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. What if we grab a filter and do a high pass filter? I'm gonna add some attack here, kind of just mess around with the settings. Oh my gosh, dude, that sounds way better than when I originally was messing around with the sample. I think I prefer this over the distorted sample. It's a little bit, I guess, kind of more eerie, I guess, but I mean, it's got some noise to it as well. I like the way that sounds. As always, I'm going to go ahead and throw a shaper on this, more of a soft curve. Probably throw another filter on here. Grab a snap heap, and I'm going to do some parallel processing inside of here with a convolver, my favorite. Turn the tone up. Or I could just grab a high shelf and boost the high frequencies, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the tone inside of the convolver. Actually, I'm going to grab that again because we're going to need that high pass filter. Then I'm going to grab a ensemble, set the motion to sine wave, and turn up the voices, turn up the spread, detune. I kind of want it to sound a little bit lost, you know, like a little lost sound. And maybe I'll turn the gain down of the original signal. And let's go ahead and turn the gain down there. I'm going to actually add a OTT over here. Yabba-doo, yabba-dee. Here we go. In gain. There we go. All right. Sweet. And what actually, I can just pitch it down in here. What happens if we do negative 12 semitones? And let's just go ahead and compress the signal a little bit as well. Oh yeah, there we go. Actually, before we do that, maybe I'll grab another gain and have a curve modulator and do something like this. Set the trigger to always, so that way this is always triggering this gain that we're about to modulate. I'm going to turn this to percent, turn it all the way down, so that way the volume is all the way down. And then modulate it by 50% with the curve. And I'll add a bit of an attack after all of the processing that we just did. And maybe I'll put this after all of the effects. And this is the parallel process convolver, or the reverb, with some ensemble. And I kind of want to do an A-B comparison here, so I'm going to grab another sampler and turn this one off. Rename that 1. Rename this 2, and just kind of see what it would sound like with the other sample. So this might sound better, might sound worse. Oh yeah, screw it, let's just layer it. And maybe we can grab a bandpass here do something like this. Okay, that might sound good if we layer them. Put the ratio. Oh, that's probably too much. Go back to 2 for the ratio on the compressor. I like the way this is sounding. I probably might cut out some more of this noise. So it's a little bit rumbly-tumbly. This part right here. Sounds like wind, maybe like a little flute. Or I guess, yeah, that's what it kind of sounds like. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut some of that out. Oh yeah, okay, I think that is our pluck. I like it better set to -12 semitones, so yeah, I think this is our final sound. Perfect, and just for the timestamps, we went ahead and took this original recording from Jupiter. Basically just took a little snippet of this little intro part right here and turned it into a pluck. Then we went ahead and exported that and imported it into Faceplant, did some processing and some modulation with a gain to add a bit of an attack, and this is the final sound that we got. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.